Why is there a universe? Why are we here? Where are we going? Now, in trying to answer these three fundamental questions, which are, in a sense, the orienting point of our life, we turn to science. And science's answer to these three questions are: don't have a clue, don't have a clue, and don't have a clue. Science, in a sense, is as ignorant of these questions as it was since the time of the Babylonians. Why? Perhaps it could be argued that the scientists don't know how to look for answers. Perhaps it is the case that the answers lie outside the province of science. But if we are looking to science to answer these questions, we are proving ourselves by experience to be idiots. Science hasn't given us anything, and it shows no prospect of giving us anything in the future. So now we can resort to promissory science, what I call the atheism of the gaps. We got no answers, but we're very humble people. We are ignorant, but at least we know we are ignorant. Therefore, trust us. I think religion has something a little better to say to the world than that. The argument against religion is that it keeps updating itself. It keeps adding stuff. Religion is, in a sense, judged by its, you might say, oldest proponents. Look what they said in the 7th century. Now, interestingly, what the atheists are doing is applying a double standard. Science is judged by its latest, smartest, most advanced representatives. Religion is judged by its oldest, least knowledgeable adherents. In other words, we don't judge science by the arguments of Democritus or Thales. We judge it by the arguments of, say, Stephen Hawking. But if science can progress, why can't religion? Why can't religious knowledge or moral understanding also grow? So I think this idea that religion is frozen is a fallacy. The majority of people in the world believe in God, believe in immortality. And here we have three of our most eminent atheists here to tell us why we're wrong. What arguments have they given us that command even a modicum of assent? None. All they have given us is condescension, sarcasm, intellectual superiority. Not a single argument that the 99% of people in this world who hope for a better life and believe in God are wrong to do so. Now, their argument really comes down to this: the absence of evidence is evidence of absence. In other words, if we don't know about something, we should believe it doesn't exist. I want to suggest why this is actually an unscientific and very foolish way to think. We can sort of see it by stepping outside the debate and applying it to some other issue. Let's consider a simple question that's a very relevant question today. Is there life on other planets? And the answer is, we're not sure. We don't know. Along comes the atheist who says the absence of evidence is evidence of absence. We have not found life on other planets, so there's no evidence. Therefore, there is no life on other planets. Is this an intelligent position? No, it is stupid and premature. Why? Because we may not know how to look. It may be that there is. So the fact that there is no evidence is evidence of nothing. It may be evidence of the poverty of our imagination, the ineffectiveness of our instruments. The bottom line of it ultimately is, when we look at the evidence, we find the religious believers are right. Thank you very much.
Honestly, Dinesh, what complete piffle you're allowing yourself today. Scientists will tell you in advance of what it would take to disprove their belief. A great biologist of J.B.S. Haldane, his name, was once asked, okay, what would it take for you to stop believing in evolution by natural selection and random mutation? He said, rabbit's bones in the Precambrian layer would be pretty decisive. We'd have to give up on that if that was so. Einstein said, if my theory works, there will be an eclipse off the west coast of Africa at exactly this time. Not exactly an eclipse, a solar event describable in advance off the coast of Africa at this time and place. And it did happen. The theory was not considered scientific until then. Have you heard, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, anything like that from the other side and say, this is what it would take to make me stop believing in something which I believe to be true without any evidence at all. No. Nor did they have the courage to use the following words: revelation, salvation, the conquest of death. To be religious is to be a theist. To believe